Hello everyone, welcome back to Lost Alice. Hopefully my phone will not malfunction this time and we will not lose any video. Let's see. Okay. So all the way up to 5, so we are good. Read story. Kyle Knock, Chapter 7. Oh, and I read that there are 13 chapters in this, so we're kind of at the halfway point now. I don't think I did anything wrong, though, Joker said with a faint smirk, facing Kyle, who was furious. Alice wants her memory back, so I just provided some food for thought. She wanted to know, you wouldn't be doing her any favors hiding things from her. He creased his eyes as he provoked. I guess we can't just see eye to eye on this. Kyle's eyes were still burning with rage. He calmly spoke as if he had reflected on what Joker said. It's not like I don't get where you're coming from. But I didn't want to hurt her like this. Exposed to the cruelty of reality, suffering. Here in Wonderland, she had finally found a place where she belonged after being freed from the sorrowful memories of her past. I wanted her pain to be forever be lost. Kyle strung his words together bit by bit as if he were suffering himself. Joker stared at him with an almost indifferent glare in his eyes. Sure, you want to shelter Alice from her pain, keyword being you here. Do you really think she's that weak? Joker left Kyle with those words and turned around, leaving the lakeside and never looking back. A look of anguish came over Kyle's face as he lowered his gaze and muttered, I don't think it matters how strong or weak you are, the pain is still there. Even if you were strong enough to overcome the scars, nothing changes the fact that it hurts. I let those wounds open, and I hate myself for it. Kyle. Alright. Only 8. Okay. He may have lied, but he was trying to protect me from the truth. Both of those things were true. Kyle didn't tell me the road home because he was looking out for me. I naturally felt that way as I gazed at his profile. It was clear that he was still silently burning with anger. So, Kyle? I lightly exhaled and spoke to him in a soft voice. I was really angry, you know. You told me that you would help me find the road home, but you were actually doing the complete opposite, you know. I never thought I'd be able to forgive you after you lied to me like that. But I know you had your reasons for what you did, and if you did all that because you didn't want to hurt me, then I would honestly like to thank you for your kindness. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle smiled in a troubled manner. So does that mean you forgive me? It would be a little arrogant of me to tell you that I forgave you. But at the very least, I take back what I said about never forgiving you. Thank you. Kyle nodded, and without warning, he wrapped me in his arms. Challenge at checkpoint. Get your sugar point checks. Alright. Ooh, I'm really close to... Okay. So... Just looking at the candy box. Let's see which one. The macaroon or... Let's see, is that a cake? It is a cake. Here we go. Go to the receiving box later. Let's see. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I got a Joker one. Okay. I think that's... Nope, not that one. That's the cupcake? Yes, it is. Let's go. Alright. Okay, now go back home. And the receiving box. Alright, and continue. Cleared! Bring it on. Kyle! I was about to push him away out of reflex, but I noticed something was odd and stopped. He was holding me so gently that I felt as if he could have easily escaped if I wanted to. It was completely different from any ordinary playful embrace. I'm so sorry, Mitchie. By the time his soft voice reached my ear, it hit me. This was his way of trying to make me feel better. Physical affection is probably really important to Kyle. That's why he touches others when he wants to express how he feels. It's not like I didn't know how he felt. There was something special about the warmth of others, and there was something mysteriously soothing being wrapped in his arms like this. I lost my dear parents, who I loved so much, but at least for now, at this moment, I wasn't alone. I want to protect you, Mitchie. I don't want you to suffer any longer. I want to make Wonderland a world of dreams for you. Reality may not be worth facing if it cost you so much pain that you wanted to forget it. Thank you, Kyle, I said in response to his considerate words. I really appreciate what you're trying to do for me. But forever abandoning myself to my dreams without ever knowing the truth, I would have never been able to do that. You're probably right. Kyle gave me a small nod. He loosened his grip, gently smiling down at me. You were searching for your memories even though you forgot just how hurt you were. You weren't even thinking that these memories may be something terrible. You had no idea how much it would hurt. Yeah. You got... Oh. Okay. I'm kind of getting into the romance part of it now. Because before now, I was really more invested in the story, like the mystery of her lost memory. But now, let's see where this takes us. I wouldn't be able to deny that I didn't think it through much. But there was nothing about Kyle's voice that made it sound as if he were criticizing me. However, he loosened his grip, gently smiling down at me. In the midst of the fear of not knowing, you had the strength to move forward. And you had the kindness to forgive me, even after I lied to you. With an earnest glow in his amethyst eyes, he gazed into mine. I want to protect you if I can, so that you don't have to suffer ever again. Kyle, there is no way I could look away from those eyes and ignore those sincere words. I have been spending time at Alice's house ever since then. I really didn't feel like doing anything, so I just have been laying around the house all day. Sounds like me. I left the real world and came to Wonderland on my own will. I couldn't take my mind off the past now that I got my memories back. Even though the spinner of tales may have offered me a hand, I was ultimately the one who decided to forget it all. It was depressing how weak I was. I chose to look away from reality. Whenever I thought about how I lost my parents in an accident, it felt as if I had been stabbed right in the heart. It hurt so much. It hurt so much that I didn't feel like doing anything. Just then, I heard a soft knock at the door. Someone was apparently at the door, but I was in no mood to check. However, after a few moments went by, I heard another knock at the door. I lied, buried in the sofa. Once again, 2 knocks. After some time, another 2. They relentlessly continued as if they knew I was here. I kind of knew who was at the door, and I felt guilty for thinking he betrayed me without even listening to his side of the story. So I sluggishly got off the sofa, unable to ignore him any longer. I opened the door to find just who I was expecting, smiling at me. "Good morning, Mitchie." "Good morning, Kyle." "Weather's nice today. How about coming outside?" "No thanks," I curtly stated before returning to the sofa. Kyle smiled in a somewhat mournful manner. He didn't appear surprised. Perhaps he was expecting me to be lifeless. But that was exactly why he looked like he was in so much pain. "Mitchie, how about going on a date with me?" "A date? Why, no way." "Well, that was fast. I'm glad that hasn't changed about you." Kyle snickered as he tried to act normal. "Listen, first and foremost, I'm asking you to go on a date so you can take your mind off things. Even though you got your memories back, there's still so much in Wonderland you haven't seen yet. Having a look around isn't going to hurt anyone. Besides, I did what I did for you, but you didn't believe me. If you feel even a little bit bad about that, then how about spending the day with me? What do you say, Mitchie?" Okay. So, I will be back after I get more free tickets.
I already apologized for that. I really do feel bad about it. I defensively said as I tried to imagine what he might say next. Kyle hit me right where it hurts as he armed himself with an offer I couldn't refuse. "Hey, Mitchie, do you really think apologizing once is enough?" I knew he was going to say that. That was exactly how I felt when I opened the door today. Guilty. I one-sidedly took all my anger out on him. That was an indelible fact. Nobody could change that. It would be arrogant of me to expect that being forgiven just because I apologize. I know, you're right. I let out a sigh and nodded. But Kyle, you still lied to me, you know. So, do you feel bad about what you did? Of course I do, and I want to apologize to you. That's why I want to take you out today and make it up to you. He smooth-talked me into it. Maybe it was because I couldn't think straight due to shock after getting my memories back. At the very least, I was not in any state where I could talk my way out of this. Alright, I'll go wherever you want. I gave up and threw in the towel. Kyle ended up bringing me to a rose garden with flowers, all colors in full bloom. My eyes never grew tired of looking at the beautiful, well-kept flowers. "It's so beautiful. This place is wonderful." Kyle smiled back at me from ear to ear as I stated my opinion in a detached tone. "I'm glad you like it. I knew roses would look good on you." "Really? Really? Or perhaps I should say, roses remind me of you. As Kyle peered down at me, I said, ooh. If I actually had my way, I would go with because we both have thorns. Like that's what I want to say, but I also want the happy ending. So it's either thank you or because I'm beautiful. Let's see. The thank you with the dot 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 last time gave me the good one. I want the great one. So first one, please. You mean because I'm beautiful? I smugly asked, causing Kyle to let out an amused laugh. Ha ha ha! How modest of you, Mitchie. This is what I like about you. Like, a lot. You're really beautiful too, of course. Oh, thanks? You're complimenting me, right? I started to feel somewhat embarrassed as he looked back at me with such a carefree smile. Oh, I almost forgot. They say nothing makes you feel better than a good meal, right? So, I made a little detour before I came to your house today. Kyle took out a chic, dark brown box with a caramel-colored ribbon. I undid the ribbon and took off the lid to find completely round chocolates, evenly divided one by one. Mitchie, open your mouth. Kyle cheerfully picked up a piece of chocolate and slowly brought it toward my mouth. I'm fine. I can feed myself. Don't be shy, Kyle firmly said as his eyes creased. You're still recovering. But that has nothing to do with... Embarrassed, I tried to flat out turn him down. However, Kyle just smiled and said in a deep voice, Mitchie, if you keep this up, I'm going to feed it to you mouth to mouth. Yes, best choice. With a flicker of mischief in his creased amethyst eyes, and I instinctively shut my mouth. He doesn't look like he's joking. I somehow mustered up the courage to open my mouth as I burned with embarrassment. Yeah, that's a good girl, Mitchie. Kyle smiled with evident conviction and placed a piece of chocolate in my mouth. Stop teasing me. No doubt my face was blood red. I wasn't a fan of giving in to Kyle, but the chocolate was extremely delicious. It was slightly bitter, a bite sweet, with a mature fragrance of liquor. It was just like Kyle. Mitchie, is something the matter? No, nothing at all. What was wrong with me today? The chocolate reminds me of Kyle? I was so embarrassed that my face was now the epitome of red. That was weird, even for me. But even though I had been so depressed and in so much pain after getting my memories back, I was feeling a little better now. It was because I was completely absorbed in the present. I was able to take my mind off things, all thanks to Kyle. I was unconsciously feeling some peace in my heart, if only a little. It almost feels like it wouldn't be such a bad idea anymore to open up to Kyle. I might even call it genuinely enjoyable. I really wish it could always be like this, a life without pain. I came back to my sentence mid-thought in surprise. I was feeling kind of good just now. I was having a great time with Kyle in this world, a world where I could escape from reality. I was using Kyle and Wonderland as a crutch. Am I really okay with this? Is running away from my past, from my problems, really okay? There were questions that haunted me. How do you do? Today, I, the Queen of Hearts, am going to give you a sneak peek of... Queen, you mustn't. Please leave the dirty work to me. No, please, let me handle this. I cannot allow that. Everyone else, including Owen, the Chess King, previously fulfilled this role. Yes, but... So it looks like we're in agreement, correct? Psst. The queen is a lovely lady, but when she puts her foot down, am I right? Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you have something you would like to say to me? Oh, no. I'm sorry for even opening my mouth, Queen. Ahem. Well now, let's start the preview for the next chapter. There's no way I wouldn't come for you if you needed me. Do you know why? No. Why? Because I fall for you, of course. Kyle grinned, and I put a smile on in response. It's weird. You never sound serious when you say things like that. Are you sure there's not something wrong with your ears? After Kyle let out a cheerful laugh, he slowly leaned in and whispered into my ear, in a deep, sweet, affectionate voice. If you want that from me, then you're going to have to start facing me for real. Mitchie seems like she's gotten a little better thanks to Kyle. I'm relieved to hear that. I wonder what's in store for Mitchie on the next page. Something is going to change, but how is Kyle going to react? This is just something that you're going to have to see for yourself. Ooh, that is good. And go home. Okay, well, that was chapter 7. I really like this. I like where this story is going and that the romance is slowly building up. That's my favorite part. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.